A warm welcome, one and all. Friends, myself, Dr. Rashmi Joshi Savalkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology, Sri RLT College of Science, Akola. Dear friends, today this is our ninth lecture of Unit 6, that is aquaculture. So, today's topic of lecture is hatching happas and their types. What are these happas and what are their types? So, let's see in this today's lecture. So, what is hatching happa? The mosquito net like structures made of nylon or marking cloth that are used for breeding and hatching of carps are known as happas. For, for breeding and hatching of carps, the net is used, the nylon net or marking cloth is used, which is called as happas. Happas are hang in the water in such a way that the roof of the mosquito curtain remains within water and open surface above water. So, in this way, the happas are placed or arranged in the water body where the breeding and hatching is done. On the four corners of the curtain, there are four loops with which they are tied to four poles immersed in water. The lower end of the happa remains below 1 meter depth. Happas are of two types. So, in this way, the arrangement of happas is done in the water body where the breeding and hatching of carp is done. And these happas are of two types. The first one is breeding happa. Within this happa, fishes sport and the female lays eggs and the male discharges the sperms. Fertilization takes place where and so the happa is known as breeding happa. It measures 2.5 meter by 1.5 meter by 1 meter. The measurement is here 2.5 by 1.5 by 1 meter. Now this is the breeding happa. Now the second one is hatching happa. Fertilized eggs from breeding happa are placed here for hatching. See, first the fertilization takes place, breeding is done, and after this breeding and fertilization, the fertilized eggs of fishes are then hatched. So this place where the hatching is done, these types of happas are called as hatching happa. The hatchings are known as spawns or dimpona. This happa is made up of marking cloth and measures 3 by 1.5 by 1 meters. So, dear friends, please note down these measurements, that what the measurement is of breeding happa and what are the measurements of what should be the measurements of hatching happa. Now, the Chinese circular hatchery. Different types of hatcheries are present are used throughout India. So these are the Chinese circular hatchery. What are these Chinese hatchery system? The Chinese spawning and hatching systems are based on continuous flow of water by gravity of breed carps and hatch the eggs. The cost of construction and operation of the Chinese hatchery is less when compared to any other design for die same production capacity. So this Chinese hatchery system is cheaper than the other any hatchery system. So this is generally used in our country. In India, in India also, the Chinese hatchery system is now considered to be highly suitable for the production of quality fish seed. Chinese type of hatchery consists of four main components, viz. Overhead water storage tank, the spawning or breeding pond, incubation hatching pond, and hatchling receiving pond. So these four types are there in the Chinese hatchery system. This system is designed for fish breeding and incubation. So this Chinese hatchery is used mainly or designed mainly for the fish breeding and incubation process. The water required for the hatchery system is regulated through the pipe supply from an overhead tank. The duration of one operation for hatching is 4 days. The time period required for this breeding process is 4 days. It can be repeated after a period of 4 days. So this is the type we have studied here, the Chinese hatchery system. Now The spawning pond. It is a circular concrete pond. The next type is, first we have seen the Chinese hatchery system or Chinese hatchery ponds. Now the second is a spawning pond. It is a circular concrete pond with an inside diameter of 8 meters. It has 50 cubic meters of water holding capacity. The inside depth at the periphery is 1.20 meters, which slopes down to the center at 1.50 meters. A water supply line is laid along the outside of the wall, and the inlet to the pond is provided at 14 to 16 places, equally spaced and fixed at an angle of 45 degree. So the inlet of water, to fill the tanks with water, the inlets are placed in 14 to 50 places, equally spaced and fixed at an angle of 45 degrees. So such type of construction is done there to the radius of the tank using a 20 millimeter diameter pipe with a nozzle mouth, all arranged in one direction. So this type of arrangement is done in this spawning pond. These are fixed to the vertical wall, and the nozzle mouth is flush with cement plaster face and near the bottom along the periphery of the pond. In the fitted through which, on opening the wall, fertilized eggs along with water are transferred into incubation pond for hatching. So see, this type of tank is developed, spawning pond is developed, in which only the spawning is done, in which only the incubation, in which only the fertilization takes place and spawning takes place. After that, through the nozzle, which are arranged or constructed below the base, near the base of the tanks, the fertilized eggs along with water are transferred into the incubation farm. So from this spawning pond, the fertilized eggs are transferred along with water to the incubation pond for the next process, that is hatching. The water flow is the spawning in the spawning pool create an artificial riverine condition for the fish to breed. The shower and a perforated galvanized iron pipe are used to increase the dissolved oxygen. About 70 kg of males and 70 kg of females can be kept in the spawning tank, which can yield 10 millions of eggs in one breeding operation. So see here the complete information given. The shower and the perforated galvanized iron pipes are useful to increase the dissolved oxygen. To increase the dissolved oxygen, the galvanized iron pipes are used. In these ponds, about 70 kg of males and about 70 kg of females can be kept in the spawning tank, which can yield 10 millions of eggs in one breeding operation. So incubation ponds. Now from the spawning ponds, after transferring the fertilized eggs into the incubation pond, there are two circular incubation ponds, each of 3.6 meters internal diameter. There are two chambers in each pond. The incubation ponds are divided into two chambers, and after transferring the fertilized eggs into the incubation pond, the size should be 3.6 meters internal diameter. The dimensions of the outer chamber is 4 meter, having an outer masonry or concrete wall. Another circular wall with a fixed nylon screen is provided at 0.76 meter clear distance from the outer wall. These incubation tanks or ponds are about 1 meter in depth with 9 to 12 cubic meters of water holding capacity. They hold 70,000 million eggs per cubic meter. The capacity of these incubation ponds is 70,000 million eggs per cubic meter. The inner chamber is provided with 10 centimeter diameter vertical outlets with holes at different heights for taking out excess of water in the incubation pond. The spawn along with water flows from these ponds to spawn collection ponds. From the overhead tank, the initial 7 centimeter uh, diameter 7.5 centimeter diameter pipeline is reduced to a 5 centimeter diameter pipeline and then to a 1.2 centimeter diameter pipeline. 8 number of outlets are fitted in the floor of the incubation pond. The outlets are number 8 number 8 outlets are constructed and fitted in the floor of the incubation pond, with each outlet having duct mouth opening fixed at an angle of 45 degrees towards inner wall. As all the outlets are fixed in one direction only, water supply pipes are fitted from the circular spawning tank by the 10 centimeter pipeline, which is then bifurcated into two pipelines of centimeter diameter each, one for each of incubation tanks, which are further connected to duct mouth outlet in the floor of incubation ponds. Then there is an outlet of 7.75 centimeter diameter through which the hatchlings pass into the hatchling receive pond. Now from these incubation ponds, these are transferred, these spawn eggs are fertilized eggs are transferred to the hatchling receive ponds. So after hatching, the hatchlings are transferred to the hatchling receive pond. This opening is also used for complete dewatering of the outer chamber of the incubation pool. Desired water movement is about 2 to 0.2 to 0.3 meter per second. Now, in the next, then from spawning pond, these are transferred to the incubation pond, and from incubation pond, the hatchling receive ponds. This is the rectangular masonry concrete tank. The inside dimensions are 4 by 2.5 by 1.2 meter. This is located at the lower elevation than the incubation pond so as to drain out the water from it by gravity. Lift ground levels may permit. Fresh water supply from the overhead tank is provided by the 7.5 centimeter diameter pipe line bifurcated into three numbers of 3 centimeter diameter pipelines. These pipelines are arranged so as to provide the spray from aeration from each of the incubation ponds. 7.5 centimeter diameter pipes are provided for transferring and regulating spawn intake into the spawning receiving ponds. Hooks are fixed in two opposite side walls of the pond for fixing the net for collection of spawn. Steps are provided for getting into the pond for the collection of spawns. The overflow from this pond is discharged into an open drain and suitably utilized in the earthen pots if possible. So today we have studied the types of hatcheries, what is Chinese hatcheries, what are the types of Indian hatcheries, and what are the